Hi there, welcome to my channel on this beautiful corner of the internet. We are going to tune in for a collective energy update for the month of November 2023. I have already channeled in and received messages from the beings of light that I am being guided to share at this time, and I invite you to tune in with your own heart, your own spirit, and your spirit team on which messages are meant for you to receive at this time. From the beginning of November until the middle of November, what I was being shown was a phoenix rising. And how this is translating is that we may begin to start to see ourselves rising out of personal challenges or conflicts, whether internally or externally, and allowing the transformative and transmutational processes to help aid us forward and gain momentum through challenging blocks, through challenging themes, through challenging cycles. And this is also the facilitation of the shifts and changes from eclipse season, allowing us to further step into a new paradigm. And what I was being shown for the end of November was I was being told wings to fly. This is a version of how we are going to be reborn, where we're going to be transformed, start to take off, to move into more expansive moments. And the end of November is bringing more of these explorative, expansive energies. So how I was being shown this is also more people being called in the collective to start to anchor more of their spiritual wisdoms, their knowledge, their teachings, and what they have learned. And this also being something that is more visibly seen in the collective, and people who have been working spiritually solo or more individually are going to start to move into larger groups, larger waves of people, and being guided to express their personal truths and their versions of what they have learned, their perspectives on spiritual topics, spiritual learnings, and lessons. And this is going to help facilitate a larger movement of people who are being called to move forward in the collective at this time with more visibility and to anchor more of their light. So with possibly feeling some trying moments to keep moving forward in your courage and your willpower this month, what I was being guided to share about is, instead of thinking of things as tests or challenges, to try reframing those words to the energetic structure of the word opportunity, and allow anything that feels like a test or a challenge to continue to anchor your new soul truth or your new energetic alignments that you may have facilitated through from the intense energies of eclipse season. Think of them as opportunities to overcome, to master, to further anchor in your truth and your frequencies. This is also bringing an invitation to look at areas of what drives us, our ambition, and what motivates us to have the courage to keep moving forward in our journeys. Because I'm also sensing that a shadow aspect that we may be seeing this month is aggression. And aggression is the fallen aspect of drive, of desire, of motivational force, and holding that space for what is the true drive, the true motive, and true intent that is being facilitated under these moments of maybe sensing or feeling more aggressive energies. A message that I was receiving was about our codes within our heart space being rewritten, being upgraded, or perhaps resonating in higher frequencies for longer periods of time. Now, how this was being shown to me was I was being shown a heart space, and there being etchings, a version of codes, symbols, and also energetic cracks within our heart space that needs a bit more light fulfillment. And this is also important so that more of us can anchor more of these higher light frequencies, especially during times of intense world conflict, which was something that I wanted to acknowledge, as this is coming up as an energetic catalyst for a version of the external world, challenges that may be causing trials or opportunities for us to anchor our light in times of trials and challenges. And I had asked, how can we help to anchor our light at this time? And this is the message that I received. Stay true to your values and spiritual principles of your energetic truth during great times of physical and energetic world conflict. Yes, we see the state of the world purging humanity's shadow, and although it causes much grief, sadness, hostilities for the Earth Mother and the collective at large to hold, she has held much of these frequencies before, and her ability to hold us all in all frequencies, shapes, sizes, and consciousness deserves much honor. And if you ask what you can do at this time to help, please remember to honor our Mother Earth and give back to her your light and love as she continues her role, regenerating and holding the collective and the turnover rate of the future of humanity as we live these times of the shifts and bridge into a new world paradigm, as seen both physically and energetically to come. Thank you. And with that, I also received to start singular day to day and trust that makes a large impact. And how I'm being shown this is trusting that as unique expressions of Source, we have an impact in our everyday, day-to-day lives. And this can be as small as when you're out and about during your day, just spreading some more kindness, some more warmth to those around you. Even if you might feel people are in lower vibrational energies or frequencies, the truth is that the shadow forms and others, they all seek love just as much as everyone else. And the more of us that can anchor, just even in our everyday exchanges with how we interact with other people, trusting and knowing that starting singular or individual will build gradually over time to larger scale balances of more of us in the collective doing this. This is how we can start to help to anchor our light or our impact more every single day. And every single gesture, every single interaction that we have matters. And also anchoring our love and our light into Mother Earth whenever we can, getting outside, visualizing, tuning into Source, and allowing the vibrational frequencies to move through the crown, down through your chakras, through your heart, into the soles of your feet, and back down to Mother Earth. Allowing ourselves to give thanks to her every day as she continues to work through these vibrational shifts with us and also for us. Another energetic theme that I was picking up on for this month of November is about facing shadow and fears versus resisting shadow and fears, or fearing shadow itself. Sometimes we will hear or tell ourselves, don't feel fear, don't give into fear, and that creates a feeling of trying to resist fear or to bypass fear so that we don't feel it, so that we don't sense it, and maybe we don't look at it, we don't see it. And this can cause more persistence to what we were trying to resist in the first place. And so this month, because there's also a rise in some fears in the collective due to world events, the invitation is to look at our fears. And this can also be on a personal scale level. This doesn't have to be in regards to world events if that doesn't align for you. This could also be part of your personal journey. You might start to see more fears arising around this time or being illuminated to you through shadow forms in yourself. And what I'm being shown is to allow yourself to personify shadow. So view the shadow, that fear, that is really causing intense emotion, intense feeling, or personal conflict, turmoil. Envision it as a person, an overlay, and identify with the shadow in that form, and allow your light to speak to that fear, to that shadow, to embrace those feelings so that then they don't have to persist in your energetic field. The invitation is not to resist fear by telling ourselves not to fear or not to move into fear. It's okay to let yourself feel the fears that you sense coming up for you at this time, because that will help to release the fears of the power that they hold over you, your mind, your body, and your spirit. In human nature, fear is the other side of the coin, with shadow and light, trust, and hope. And in order to anchor more light and love into our hearts, when the collective also really needs that at this time, the invitation is to sit with the fear first so that we're not bypassing it, we're not resisting it, and then therefore in the energetic vibration of what we resist persisting and just being bypassed or tucked away. As I said prior, fear is just a shadow form that wants love just as much as light carries love. The ways forward is to feel it, to then transmute it. If you feel that you are really feeling into the collective energy grid of fear that's coming up at this time, the invitation to help you in this is to allow yourself to feel that, and feel it also for the collective, for yourself. And when you move it through you, to transmute it, to release it, set the request that whoever's fear that you are picking up on as well, along with your own, please be transmuted to the highest light, to return back to source, and also create more light for those who need help transmuting their own fear as well. I know that at times it can be really hard to not pick up on energies in the collective that are more in fear or in shadow aspects. So this is just an invitation of something that you could try to facilitate and see if this helps you in your personal journey, especially because I also personally know that we are not separate from the collective, we're not separate from humanity, and just the ways that energy works, we of course are going to feel at times what humanity is moving through at times of world events. I invite you to tune in with me as well, to set intention, a prayer, a blessing for Mother Earth, for the collective, and humanity. Tuning in to our heart centers, trusting and knowing that we are anchoring in our light, our highest love, our source, and asking that any of the shadows in the collective who need more light, who need more love, seeking spaces, find their ways back to their own source, to their own light, and asking that Mother Earth trust all of us as well to support her renewal and regeneration as she builds and renews this new earth, knowing that we are a part of and one with her spirit, her heart, and her anchoring soul. And offering a part of our own heart, our own light, and our own spirit to Earth, to Mother Earth at this time, trusting that she will hold it for us, and trusting that we will hold and anchor our light for her as well. Setting the intention that our heart goes out to those in the collective who may be suffering pain, sadness, grief, loss. Any energies of hostilities and shadow, may they find their way back to the source, back to the light, back to the one. And know that in eternal oneness, we all shall meet in the light once more again. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. So those were all the messages that I was guided to share at this time. It'd be an honor if you left a like on this video to let me know that this message share was received by you. And if you feel aligned to subscribe to this channel so that we can return to this sacred space again to receive together. It would also be an honor to my heart and spirit. And if you would like to share any resonation down in the comments, how are you feeling at this time? How are you sensing these energies? And I love hearing everyone's personal shares down below as we continue to move forward through this large collective shift that we are in together. Thank you so much for tuning in with me, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.